Joe.
What's up?
What's up, dude? Joe Pontillo.
Wow, am I live on the air?
Right now we're live and direct.
Oh. Oh my God, this is my favorite show.
How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. We just had conspiracy talk with some other guy.
Yeah.
But we're happy to be back.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that.
I think it was Mort from Family Guy. So.
Oh, he's nice. He back? He usually calls.
What are you up to, bro? You have a live taping in 2 days?
Yeah, Saturday night at in a little room at Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York.
Cool.
It's taping an hour special. How special, I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens afterwards.
Nice. Are you gonna try to sell it to like Netflix?
I mean, that would be great. Yeah, that's probably like the long-term thing.
Cool. That's so cool. Are you gonna put it anywhere before that, or are you just gonna wait?
Yeah, I might try to get it up on Amazon Prime or debatably YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. YouTube is a harsh place.
It's a place where good videos go to die.
Yes,
right.
That's like I said. I was just talking to a friend at work last week. We've had so many amazing interviews. We've done so many great things that we put so much into. But a video called "Bare Bottom Spanking" gets 1,000 or more views a week for us. Like
right, or how to change the oil in your car gets like 5 million views.
Yeah.
And it's just some idiot mechanic that doesn't even know what he's doing.
Not even. It's just some guy Googling it while he's recording it. It's miserable. It's my neighbor.
Right. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that guy's not touring at comedy clubs across the country yet.
I know. Oh my God! Or
talking about oil changes. Or
we do a news story and piss people off, which that gets more views than an interview with somebody that is just much better. I don't know. YouTube is miserable. It teaches you to just be trash. If you're trash, you'll get views.
Right. Like if you fall off your bicycle, you're gonna make it.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
If you film something with any production value whatsoever, forget it.
Yeah,
Don't bother.
Totally. What have you been doing a lot of comedy, dude? It looks like your schedule's packed.
Yeah, I've been pretty much out of town or on the road for the last probably like 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
Every weekend.
How many shows do you do a week normally?
Not as many as I used to. There was a time when I was doing like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shows a week. Now it's more like, between 4 and 7, I would say, per week.
Yeah, that's still a lot. When you did 2 shows a day, do you do the same routine, or do you switch it up at all?
I kind of try to never do the same thing twice. I mean, obviously there's like certain jokes that'll find their way into almost every set, but I never have a specific order. I never know what I'm going to talk about till I get on stage. I'm surprised I haven't just like gotten on stage and like rambled incoherently about conspiracy theories for 5 minutes before being like, now here's my act.
1981, huh? What do you know about that? What I saw too your tweet, was that real when you said you were in a comedy competition once where a guy got up and got all flustered and he just threw the mic against the wall? Like, did that really happen?
Yes, that 100% happened. It was amazing.
God. Oh my God. That guy needs a Comedy Central deal.
He probably has one.
Holy shit.
That guy ended up being, what's his face, Andy Devine. That guy, he didn't win, though. He did not win the contest.
Oh, he wasn't the winner? Oh, man. Dude.
Like, I get freezing and running out, but throwing the mic against the wall.
Right? That was just like, wow. That you had to at that point. Fuck.
Right.
What is the craziest thing you've seen performing besides that?
I was talking about this earlier with somebody. I was doing a show in Virginia one time at some bar, and while the headliner's on stage, somebody in the audience just decided to throw a dart past his head.
Oh my God.
And you would think he would like stop the show and be like, well, my life has just been threatened. But instead, he was just like, well, that's new. And then just kept going with it.
Well, that's Virginia.
Yeah, that's adorable. That's like, that's how you meet people down there.
Right.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Crazy. Wow. And what is your favorite place to perform?
Probably where I'm doing a taping on Saturday, at Governor's on Long Island.
Yeah.
It was the first place I ever did comedy, theoretically, and, I don't know, it's just always been, one of the best places to perform, in my opinion. No disrespect to many of the other venues I perform at.
Yeah.
What do you mean it was the first place theoretically?
Well, I did try comedy once when I was in college. Can I tell you the story of how it came to me?
We want to hear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because, I'd always wanted to do comedy, but I didn't know how to get into it. So Dave Chappelle was coming to my school, and for some reason somebody at the college was like, hey, why don't we do a contest to see who's the funniest student, and that person will get to open for Dave Chappelle, which I don't see how Dave Chappelle heard that and was like, yeah, that's a great idea. Just put some random student before me with no idea what they're doing. So, and it was like literally like 25 kids tried to do it. And one kid went on stage and started to talk about little people. And like one of the most popular kids at the school was a little person, so somebody took offense to it and threw a bagel at him.
Oh, no.
And after that, the crowd slowly filtered out, and then I got up, and my thought process used to be, like, I could just go on stage and just talk, and I'll be funny, like I am, with my friends or whatever. And no, not then anyway, not when I was 19, 20 years old. So I ran out of stuff to say after 3 minutes, and for some reason decided to try to fart into the microphone.
I've done that. You got to take your pants off so nothing is filtered.
No, but the stupidest part is I put the microphone towards my ass and then made a fart noise with my mouth. That's how frazzled I was.
Oh, man.
And then I slammed the mic down and ran out of the building and never came back.
You got to do it when it's really coming out.
Open for Dave Chappelle.
I like that. That's great. That's a great story. That's what I was going to ask. What advice you would give to somebody just starting out comedy?
I would likely tell them not to start doing comedy, but they're really dead set on doing it. I would just kind of tell them to not hate everybody right away, and just do absolutely every show you can. Do open mics and then start doing regular shows, because I feel like I just jumped into doing regular shows and had no concept of setups and punchlines, even though I was funny, but I didn't. I had zero structure whatsoever.
How long did it take you to develop that?
Maybe a couple of years.
Wow.
Because literally, when I first started, for the first year or two, I would have, all new jokes every single time I went on stage. And, even if I did really well, I would just forget all those jokes and then write new ones for the next show.
Yeah.
Which is not how you build an act, but I wasn't really thinking in those days.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. What, as I saw, I know you're a sports fan. What do you think about Roy Halladay crashing and dying?
Oh my God, that was insane.
I was
what
kind
with baseball players and plane crashes.
I was kind of good with it just because of how many times he beat the Yankees. Like I was like, all right, you got what you deserved. You fucked us up so much. I was kind of happy with it. I can't lie.
I feel like it's somehow. I know this is awful, but I feel like it's somehow less tragic because he's already retired for a few years. So it's like,
I agree with that too. Yeah, I posted something and a couple of my friends were like, dude, like, yeah, really? Like, first of all, you're in LA. Like, what do you give a shit about an ex-Toronto player who went to Philly? Like, why? I don't get it.
Rob's post was amazing, by the way, Joe. Rob's post was basically, because I guess this article had said that he was a real down-to-earth guy. So Rob was like, oh, he was so down-to-earth, he had to crash a plane down to earth.
And yeah, a couple of my buddies did not enjoy that, Joe. A couple of my buddies were like, I just felt like it was true.
Dude, I don't think so.
And how do you feel, Joe? I don't know if you've heard about it, but as a comedian, did you see Larry David's SNL monologue?
Oh, I didn't catch that, but I heard something Holocaust.
He made a joke about if he were in a concentration camp, that he would have still found females attractive, and I thought it was great. I thought it was great, and I thought it was just an honest opinion of himself. Like, he just said, I love women so much. Like, if I were in a concentration camp, I would have been like, look at that girl.
Yeah,
like,
hey, slow-mo, look at that ass over there.
look at that broad over there. And like, yeah, dude, people are
and that's assuming that people who were in that situation weren't thinking the same thing. At least some of them.
Yes, that's what I said. There had to be.
Got to pass the time somehow.
Yes, I mean, there was nothing offensive. And as far as comedy goes, I feel that anything is fair in comedy, man. Like,
and I was trying to figure out, like,
as long as it's done somewhat tastefully.
Yeah, that's how I felt he did it. That's how I felt.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I just thought it was like harmless, like silly observational.
I was trying to figure out like why people are offended by that. I'm like, oh, do they just think like, oh, you're putting Holocaust victims in the wrong light? They weren't like looking at women. They were holy. Like, what?
It was a horrible situation, but he just said that if he was there, he would have checked a girl at her too.
Which perfectly fits with Larry David's character.
Yes.
I'm surprised he hasn't done like a weird like time travel episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where that very thing happened.
Yes. I could see that. Oh God, yeah. No, I just feel like it's really not that bad. Really not that bad.
Yeah. They get back to the Roy Halladay thing. You know, it's not like, remember last year when Jose Fernandez died in the boat crash. Not that was funny.
I'm just laughing.
I know you said you're a Yankees fan. I'm a Mets fan, and like of course, he died right before they were supposed to play the Mets. And because that's just their luck, where they play the team that's coming off like a tragedy, and then like this year, you know, the Houston Astros, Houston had the big hurricane, and then the first games back in Houston were against the Mets, and they just beat the shit out of them. I was like, yeah, that's right up there, alley.
Yeah, I don't get either. Yeah, what's the deal with like retired people trying to fly planes? Like, what is that? Is that what you got to do anymore? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. It's been a bad year for those kind of things. Like, wasn't Shane McMahon in a helicopter crash?
Oh, yes.
Like 6 months ago, and just, you know, because he's all roided up and meaty, he just walked away from it fine.
I could fly a helicopter and crash. I'll be fine, guys. Just watch.
He probably does that once a month. This time he did it near a news crew.
Vince makes him do it once a month.
Hey Shane, what do you do these days? I crash helicopters.
It's the only way you can stay my son is if you do that, Shane. Just get us out there. Get our name out there, Shane.
Yeah, you want that inheritance, don't you?
You're fired. Oh God. What else do you have going on, Joe? Any upcoming projects? Otherwise?
I've been doing my podcast, Comedy Sucks. And then, I have a couple other things I'm working on that I'll probably get to after the taping because it's kind of been taking up all my time.
Cool. I was going to ask if you were still doing the podcast. I didn't know if you were still doing the podcast.
Yeah, I'm very infrequent about it. So there was a time where I'm like, I'm going to do this every week. And then the same amount of people listened if I did it once a week or once a month. So I was like, well, I guess I'm doing it somewhere between once a week and once a month. So
wow, we might be taking more time off soon. No, I don't think I could do that. I think I would lose my mind if I... Because, like, you do comedy, like, this is what we do every week. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing else going on. I would be very sad.
Also, I had an episode of my podcast where I guess me and some of the other comedians on the show were a little too mean to somebody. And then I had to get a whole big message on Facebook about it. And then he defriended me and unfollowed me on every social media account. And I'm like, all right.
Was it Mike Jolitz?
Too far.
Was it Mike Jolitz? Because he won't talk to us either.
No, it wasn't. But I'll see if I can arrange something similar with him.
He didn't unfollow us, but he won't tweet anything. And I was in a group message on Twitter from like months ago that he was in. And then over the weekend, somebody like messaged again in it, and all you see is Mike Jolitz left. Mike Jolitz left the conversation. Wow. Like, he's buttered. He's buttered, dude.
Well, what did you do to this guy that befriended you? Like, how are you mean to him?
It's somebody I had a working relationship with over the years, and to be honest, we went from being sort of friends to him being kind of just like a Facebook troll overnight.
Oh, yeah.
So he deserved whatever you did.
The person that never likes your status but just leaves like a really stupid self-serving comment on everything that goes nowhere and just kind of like screws it up for everyone.
Yes, it takes everyone out of the rhythm.
Exactly. So that was kind of getting tiresome. And then he's somebody that I've always been loosely friends with, but like everybody else that I know in comedy, whenever his name comes up, it's like, ugh. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I like to associate with people that mostly everyone hates. I like to corner that market.
Keep your enemies close. Or something
exactly.
Like that.
Too close even. And then give them money. I don't even know.
Oh, man. Oh. I would just leave it up there, though. I wouldn't apologize. That's what you got to do. You don't apologize. You just keep it on there. Keep it on there, and you just move on.
I like fake apologize to maintain our fake friendship, but apparently it wasn't enough. And he wished me well on my future endeavors, and that was the end of it. So.
We just had an...
And I was like, no, I wish you well on your future endeavors.
We just had an incident that was amazing and coincidental, and I gotta bring it up because I've been thinking this whole time, like... Because what happened is I noticed when we came back from break that our board was disconnected, so my webcam was picking us up, and I was like, oh man, I hope I didn't lose all these great interviews. And I'm like, oh wait, no, we've had people that were listening and they heard these interviews. So what had happened is we did this interview with this guy, and as soon as we hung up on this guy, I must have disconnected the board, and I didn't realize that the board was disconnected, so I muted the mics on the board, thinking that now we can proceed to talk shit about the guy that we just interviewed, but the webcam picked up all of our shit talking.
Oh shit!
Which is just perfect. But
so one of my friends thought that we were doing it on purpose and was texting me like, "I'm dying. This is the best." And I'm like, "No, that wasn't supposed to be."
No, that was a complete. I must have like moved my arm or something and like disconnected the wire at the last minute.
Whoops.
Thinking the mics were muted.
I would have played it off like you guys were just doing a workshop. None of that was serious.
Yeah.
Podcast 101.
Yeah, we were just having a writing session.
That was a ruse. Yeah. That's it.
Writing session.
Oh my God, Joe, I can't follow that. I can't.
Oh no, it was amazing. And it just like hit me now how amazing it was that had happened at that exact moment.
Oh God!
Because like I said, I was worrying for a bit. I'm like, man, we lost all this, and I'm like, oh wait, no, people heard all that. So
it's gonna be out there. I do have an important question, Joe. Which Ray's original is the original Ray's?
Ooh.
Oh my God. Let me think. I don't know, but wherever it was, it probably has like a 95-story apartment building that nobody lives in right now.
I loved your tweet about the marathon, the New York Marathon, of having real New Yorkers run and then stop to argue where the best pizza is. I just love that.
Yeah, I think we need like a real and pure New York Marathon that's just New Yorkers, but only New Yorkers who have been here for like 20 to 30 years or more.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Oh, geez, that's the best. That's the best. Oh man, Joe, we got to wrap this up, dude. But where can everybody find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Joe Pontillo, and on Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Pontillogram on
nice.
Instagram. Rolls right off the tongue. And then JoePontillo.com, and I don't know, probably on the streets begging for food, just wherever you guys.
Wherever we are. And where's your live taping again?
It's at Governor's Comedy Club in the Little Room, 8 p.m. on Saturday.
Awesome, dude. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, guys. I'll let you know when it's up.
Definitely do, man. Later, Joe.
Later, guys. Take care.
You too.